Late, that's okay. We're getting things set up and we're ready to roll. We've got a good show for you guys today. Broadcasting from Hicks Brunson Eyewear Studios in the heart of Midtown Tulsa. It's your friendly neighborhood optician, Daniel Brunson. I am with Becky Jo, and we have got a fun one for you today because we're going to continue a little bit of our theme last week where we talked about sports eyewear.
Yes.
Okay.
We have some fabulous shields to show you.
When you are into cycling and you're into running and you like to wear this sport shield style of frame because you need that for cycling, you need high, you need wide, you need full field view, we're going to share with you an awesome technology Rudy Project now has to put prescription lenses built into these shields, and it's like nothing we've ever seen before. It's just awesome. So we're going to talk about that up front in the first segment, and then once we move on from that, we're going to explore Fossa Eyewear, beautiful Parisian collection that we've carried here for many years, and we've got so many good styles, Becky Jo.
We have so many, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. We've got so many good, and we've got sunglasses. Maybe we'll share some of the 30th anniversary edition pieces once again. So let's get into it. Let's talk about, in Rudy Project, there's 4 shield styles. And those styles are what, Becky Jo?
So we have the Astral. This is the sphere. This is, so they have 3 versions of this. This is the one that you can RX. And as Daniel was saying, this is a high wrap. So it curves around the face and it fits really close. So when I put this guy on, this is super sexy. This is a purple mirror, so you can't see my eyes through this, but this fits super close to the face. And it has just a nice, comfortable fit against the forehead there. But it has a skull grip or a sports fit where it has a little grippy pad here that is got some texture on it. So it's gonna keep a nice, good grip. And you can see the arc in this frame. So it's gonna wrap around the head and keep that frame nice and secure. And because it is a Rudy, it also has the adjustable nose grip pad right there. So if you have a narrow bridge, you can really get a good fit with that.
So this is which one?
This is the Astral Sphere in purple.
Okay, so you've also got Turbo.
Oh, no, it isn't. This is Turbulence.
Turbulence.
Turbulence, sorry.
Turbulence.
I got it mixed up.
You know the word turbulence, like, you know, you're on the plane and it's kind of...
Do that again, Daniel.
It's a little bit like unnerving when that happens. We don't like turbulence. So it's not turbulence, it's turbulence. Yeah, turbulence. So that's the one you were just sharing.
Yes.
This is the turbulence in the red Polar 3FX, red, what is it called? Polar 3FX. It's racing red
with a blue
with a flash blue mirror.
Yep.
Or is it not racing red? It's just Polar 3FX blue mirror. It does kind of have a reddish color. It's almost similar to if you all have ever worn the Maui Jim Blue Hawaii lens. It looks like that. They put the blue mirror.
No, that's Polar 3FX blue, polarized gray with a blue mirror.
Yeah, so they say it's polarized gray with a blue mirror, but when you throw the blue mirror on a gray lens, it creates this sort of rosy-ish, grayish, rosy-ish kind of look. And what it does is it provides very sharp contrast and clarity for road viewing, which is great for running, it's great for cycling. So that's Turbulence, that is...
And so is that.
And this is also Turbulence, which is one of their photochromic versions, which will darken in sun. And then the Cut Line is another shield. So you have the Turbulence, you have the Cut Line, you have the... Trellix Plus.
I always pronounce this incorrectly.
Trellix Plus. So all 4 of these can be done with a prescription lens built into the shield, guys. And we're going to show you what that looks like. So this is actually a sample of a prescription shield. It's called an RX shield that Rudy Project does. Can you see the lenses embedded on the back side of the shield? Look how cool this is. This is actually the shield shape that goes with the Cut Line model here. So here you have the Cut Line, nice big shield. You can get it in your prescription. It'll look just like this.
Optional colors.
Optional lens colors, optional frame colors. It's so sleek, Becky Jo.
It really
like
is.
The lenses are hidden on the back side. They're fused to the back of the shield. And here's what's cool. This right lens is a -5. So high power, and it goes up to, is 5 the...
No, it goes up to a -8.
A -8 is the range, and it goes up to
plus 3.
3. So we got a -5 on the right, and a plus, this one has a plus 250 on the left, that one right there. So awesome power range. If you have a stronger correction and you've never been able to have a sport wrap frame such as one of these style frames before for your sports, for your running, for your cycling, for your outdoor activities, you can get it now. And there's a whole variety of lens colors from this one to this one, just whatever you want to do.
So I misspoke earlier when I mislabeled the turbo lens. This is the astral sphere. So this is super cool. There is no added material up here across the top. This is just the shield. And this guy fits super, super close. So I know we talk about cyclists and we talk about runners and we really want to keep that wind out of our eyes. One other thing that I think, because I hear this from a lot of our clients, if you want a frame that fits against your face and you are in boating, this could work for that, because it is not going to let air get in behind this. And this has got a super good grip on the face. And it does come in some fantastic lens colors, and it can be polarized. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, so hang on just a second here. Stay right here. So whether you're cycling or running, or whether you just want to look like Daft Punk, like, I think all you're missing is the full shiny gold helmet. Yeah, that could be the visor to the helmet.
Totally be the visor.
Totally giving Daft Punk vibes.
Totally could. I can see that, Daniel. Totally could see that. But these are so lightweight and they are so comfortable. The frames are extremely durable. We've had clients wear Rudy Projects to do all different types of athletics before, and some of them have even gotten injured while they're doing their athletics, and they bring it in and they're like, is my frame still okay? Believe it or not, they've had some pretty close encounters with golf balls, softballs, things like that, and the frames hold up phenomenally well. So please keep that in mind. We want your eyes protected. We want you to be comfortable in your outdoor activities. This is a fantastic way to be able to do that, to protect your eyes, to get good clarity when you're doing your outdoor activities and sports.
Yep, so this is a continuation of a little summer series we're doing on sports outdoor active eyewear. If you want to see the original installment, that was in last week's live. But let's move on. We are going to talk about some of our favorite Fossifos frames because we have a whole massive selection of Fossifos eyewear right now. And why don't you start us off?
So one of the colors that I always find really fascinating with Fossifos is their reds, because their reds are not red. Some of their reds are not red. So this is one of their red frames. This just screams of really, really vibrant red. But if you turn this frame on its edge, you're going to see that this is a double laminate color. It is a high polished bright pink on the front with orange on the back. When you layer those two colors together, you get this really vibrant, glowing red. So if you are one of those people that you love a red frame in your collection, this is definitely a good frame. This is the Harori 2. We also have it in black, but one thing I want to point out about Fossifos and how well their artisans are at mixing color and being able to create negative space in a frame. See this right here that I'm pointing at? This is actually a clear acetate, and there is no mix of color in that. It is super difficult to take two different colors, mix them together, and get a clear definition of one color from the other. But when you do it with clear, it's even more difficult. These frames are slightly oversized. This is a 5319. So if you're wanting a little bit larger statement, this is definitely the way to go. In this beautiful high polished black. I also love the fact that they will mix up the colors on the temple. Some of them I don't agree with all of the time, but for the most part, you end up with a really cool, fun frame. If you love pops of color, their frames are the great way to go. Oh, sorry, Daniel.
All right, some of my favorite rectangles right now from Fossifos. So this is Carrara 1, and I should have gotten my frame. I wear this one in a really fantastic blue, kind of brown blue gradient, but as Becky Jo was saying, to your point on the skill level that Fossifos produces with their acetates, the polishes are some of the best you're gonna see. The colors that they combine together are simply some of the best that you will see. A great example of that is this new-ish model. This is I think just within the last few months, this is a release. This is Berry, and look at that beauty. So you have crystal on the outer rim. You have a nice like wood grain tortoise on the inner rim, kind of a wood grain temple. Love the sculpting back here along the temple. One of the things about Fossifos eyewear is the bridge fits are done so well. So look how good this looks. If you want something that's kind of classic, but not just your traditional tortoiseshell look that you've seen done a million different times, this is one of those looks that you might want to check out. This is Berry. I have another color, and this is, which berry is this? This is Berry 1.
Yeah.
So this is the crystal wood grain color. Also have Berry 1 in tortoise with a black inlay. Love the shape, love the geometry. For Fossifos, it's always been about architecture, the architecture of design, and the way they complement the face and express your personal style. And all right, here we go. All right, so let's look at both colors we have here in Carrar. Carrar is spelled C-A-R-A-R, number 1. 2 different colors here. Thanks for watching, guys, on both Instagram and YouTube. If you like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. This is the gray, translucent, and look at this green, this little pop of green right there. Look at the tortoise on the side. I really like this shape. Now I want to share something about the way that these two shapes fit. Carrar 1, see how the bridge is a little narrower, the lens comes up a little higher. On me, some frames tend to fit a little lower because of my bridge structure. So you want to pay special attention to bridge structure. The bridge design of a frame is the hardest challenge for eyewear designers to get right because noses are also very unique and very different. So notice on the Berry, and these two, let's look at these. This is a 19 bridge on the Carrar. It's a 23 bridge on the Berry, and you can see the space is so much larger on the Berry up top here at the bridge, and look how much lower it sits on my eyes. You can see my eyes are way up high in the top right there. Compared to the Carrar, I would say this is a much better fit for me, and that's why this is in my personal collection. Very flattering shape, kind of has the angles that really work. What else do we have, Becky Jo?
So Hannah comes in 3 different sizes, and one of my absolute favorites is Hannah 2. So Hannah 2 is a rounded, more angular uplift, and this is going to fit most face shapes very, very well. And because of the structure of this bridge fit, it is not touching my face. I can get my finger between the frame and my cheek. So if you're one of those ladies that has like a fuller face and you're afraid that like when you make facial gestures, you know, like really funny faces or whatever, or you smile a lot, that it is going to actually make the frame move. Because sometimes if frames fit too close to the face or they're too deep, that when they touch your cheeks, they actually will move. And for those of you who are progressive wearers, you know that you want the frame to sit in the same spot on your face so that when you move your head, you are in the correct zone of your progressive. With the correct bridge fit and the correct structure of the bridge fit, you are not going to have that issue. And again, this is another one of those fabulous reds that Fossifos has done. And they paired it with this fabulous tortoise, and this is kind of like a ambery red tortoise, but again, this is crystal pink and orange. So if you're like, ooh, I don't wear orange, you can totally pull this orange off because it is not going to appear orange from the front. And unless someone is standing like right over your shoulder, they're never going to see that there's orange on the back of this frame. And it is such a good, comfortable fit. And this frame, this is only a 52 eye. So for most women, they're going to be able to wear this pretty comfortably. It's either going to be a little oversized if you have a very petite face, or if you have a face that's similar to my size and my shape. This is going to fit extremely comfortable. What are you wearing, Daniel?
Let's throw a sunglass into the mix for just a minute, and then we can get more into the sunglasses. And I'm going to do my part of the sunglass show right now. It's probably just going to be this one, because I think the rest of those over there are women's.
Yeah, they're mostly
shapes.
all women's shapes.
I don't know. I might indulge you guys and try on a couple of women's frames here in a little bit, but this is Shadow 2. Shadow 2 in eye size 51, bridge 21. This is another very subtle use of creativity with colorway. You have a thick, polished black outer rim, and you have a thin crystal inner rim. And the purpose behind this color is to make the lenses appear as if they are floating, and they achieved that really well. You got floating lenses in the shape. I love this acetate temple arm. The colors look like stained glass. You got browns, you've got kind of a sea glass color, some crystal, you've got some kind of white flecks in there. Really flattering shape on the face. It is very similar to the Carrara optical that I was sharing earlier with the bridge fit and the uplift and the architectural angles. So that is Shadow 2. Check out Shadow 2. And before we get into the next sunglasses, I'm going to do a couple of quick opticals for men or women. I mean, they kind of created this collection, I think originally for men. This is the Ali collection. But we've had plenty of women rock the Ali frames,
most
right?
assuredly.
Plenty. So this is Ali Torx 1. It's a 48 eye size, 22 bridge. Now, it's called Ali because the fronts are made of aluminum. The temples are made of acetate. They're incredibly light and comfy. Spring hinge allows for the temples to just glide on smooth. So look how good this color looks. I really love the green color. This is the Ali Torx 1. 48 eye size. This is the Ali Torx 2, 51 eye size. So just a little bit bigger, kind of an auburn reddish color. So if you're not somebody who wants to embrace the bold, vibrant colors like the green, this one, you can wear it with anything. It's a very brownish red. You're going to be able to wear it with anything, but you want something that's a little bit different than kind of your standard browns and blacks. It's a fantastic look. And now let's look at the Ali Torx 2 in this green. So maybe you want a green, but you don't want a green that's so vibrant that you would be uncomfortable wearing it. You could wear this green. Like, look how easy this green is to wear. It's just an earthy green. It's going to go with everything in your wardrobe. It's going to go with, I would say, most things in your wardrobe. And then they did the tortoiseshell on the temple arms, or kind of the wood grain color on the temple arms. So that's a fantastic color. And then you've got the Ali Torx 1, and this is sort of a steel blue. And steel blue is an awesome color for men. You get a little bit of a shiny blue acetate, double laminate, so you've got like an inlay color of kind of a brownish, shiny blue acetate here on the outer. But this, I would say this would be a steel blue color. This is another color that, you know, for men, you can wear this with absolutely anything. It's going to go well. It looks good. It's a modern look, these Ali frames, but it's a little bit of a, you know, clean, classic look. And you got to check out the Fasafas Ali for men, or women can also wear them too.
Yeah, women can also wear them. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think sometimes men kind of get the short end of the stick when it comes to eyewear, because there are certain shapes men just can't pull off as easily as women can. I would never purposely hand a man a cat eye, but I mean, if that's really what he wants, then that's what I'm going to hand him. But women can really kind of wear whatever they want, and usually pull it off pretty decently. So back to Fasafas and their beautiful sunglasses. This is Glitch 1. I absolutely love this temple color. And I know you're like, but it's the temple. Yes, but you see it, because if your hair is pulled back, you are going to see this gorgeous, beautiful, it's like a plum marble. They did it on a gradient brown to clear, and it also has a gradient brown lens in it. And Glitch 1 is the smaller of the two sizes. This is a 46 eye, but one of the things that they've done is they have sculpted this frame. So you can see that there are 3 steps down. They've built dimension and depth into this frame by sculpting the edge of this frame and building dimension to make the frame look thicker than it actually is. And I am a sucker for black and white. I absolutely love black and white together. They did that with this temple. It is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the black version. You get black on the front, black and white down the temple. And then when we were talking earlier, we spoke about the 30th anniversary collection, which is, Jessica Poundstone is an artist who did some renderings, and they used her beautiful artwork to come up with the collage colors. And there's Daniel right there, right over my shoulder, wearing the 30th anniversary. So he is wearing Faces 1, because that's the smaller size.
Faces 1,
Yep.
color 100. Check it out.
So these are limited numbered. This is the 30th anniversary. So I have color 10 in Faces 1. So it is a clear with this beautiful like caramely brown. And you can see the F on both the front and the side for Phosphos. This is a much smaller frame.
And rounder.
And rounder. It is very circular for the lens. Oh, you've got the blue and the pink on.
Look at these colors, guys.
They just pop right off that frame. And then this is probably one of their absolute most comfortable, or most colorful, I should say. So this is Faces 2, and Faces 2 is a 51 eye. This is color 2180. Look at this hot pink. You've got pink and orange and this beautiful blue. But when you go down the temple, you have this kaleidoscope of blue and white and orange and clear crystal. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's like confetti.
It is like confetti. It's like they threw confetti into that acetate and said, be whatever you want to be. And for me personally, this would be a more appropriate size. This kind of squeezes my head a tad because it's a little on the small side. But with a sunglass, even if you are a little bit petiter in the face, petiter,
making up words, Becky Jo.
If you are a little bit more petite in the face, you could totally pull this off as well, because we can fit the temple so that it does not slide down your face. And with a sun, you can go big. Daniel, that's you know,
I think
from
if
a
a guy
distance,
is going to wear this one, it's going to be this one.
It's
if
probably going to be that.
I'm going to wear this one if I'm going to do it, right? And you know what this reminds me of? Okay, so this is black.
I was thinking a Marvel comic mask.
Oh.
Like who
They do look like masks.
Yeah, they
right?
kind of look a little masky, you know.
So I think this looks like, remember the old glow-in-the-dark
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
right? Like,
yeah,
almost makes me want to test it out. Like, let's turn out the lights and see if this glows in the dark. Look at that. I mean,
Yeah, we're
that's just-
telling our age there,
that's
Daniel.
just
It's a tad.
And I love the lens tint. It's a brown gradient. The tortoise, we'll give a closer look of the tortoise with the red and the bright blue. Now these are vibrant colors here. See if I can make sure I'm in frame here for both Instagram and YouTube. Thanks for watching all around the world today, our friends. This color is very, very vibrant. And again, the beautiful use. I talked about Phosphos being very architecturally inspired, and a lot of their designs, it goes back to their DNA in the very beginning for the last 30 years. I love the Fs can be seen from the front and also from the side. They're always putting cool little design details into their pieces. And even though these are thick and chunky looking, are they heavy?
They are not heavy.
Not at all.
Nope.
And it has a lot to do, again, with what I talked about earlier, bridge fits. So sculpted right in there. They fit comfortably on the nose. They're just, I think with eyewear, when it's made right, you put it on, like Phosphos delivers the comfort and the fit consistently with pretty much, I know every frame I've owned of theirs, and I've owned a lot over the years.
And I have several myself, and
Yeah.
they are super comfortable. I'm going to do 2 honorable mentions. They're ones that were from last season, but they are absolutely fantastic. We've turned them several times. This is the Coca-Cola one. This is a fantastic sun. I don't know if the light's going to pick it up, but it might. There is a glitter.
Did you say Boca-Cola? Calo?
Oh, Calo. So
Sounded like
okay,
Coca-Cola.
even with my contacts in, obviously I can't read small detail in print when the lettering's really tiny, so just kind of bear with me. I apologize. That is another one of their frame names, though. That's why I saw it and kind of ran with it. I apologize. So
Calo.
this right here, you can see this beautiful glittery purple at the top, and then it fades into a lighter pink, and then it does this beautiful orange at the bottom. This is a fabulous cat eye, but one thing I want to point out, they have a line in their collection called the bokehs, and all of the bokehs have little booties, and it is super cute on the ends of the temple tips, and they are just really fun. This particular frame is a combination because it does have a metal temple with an acetate front. And one more honorable mention that I think really just kind of needs a little bit of shout out.
Oh, this color is fantastic.
This color is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And this Zayuki, how would you pronounce that, Daniel?
Zaiku.
Zaiku?
I'd say
Okay,
Zaiku.
Zaiku.
Z-A-I-K-U, if you want to look it up on hicksbrunson.com. Zaiku.
And this is a 51i, but the geometric shape of this frame and the colorway that they did, so they did like a dusty brown at the top into this mauvey pink and then this really soft crystal pink at the bottom. This is going to be one of those really cool frames. It's kind of neutral, can go throughout your entire wardrobe, but it has this beautiful geometric shape that is very flattering on just about all face shapes. And it's just super comfortable. Fits on the bridge very smoothly, and it's super light, even though it is a larger frame. And they paired it with this beautiful Tokyo tortoise temple, and then you've got the little bit of mauvey pink at the end of the temple tip.
All right, I want to talk about one more of the Allium series pieces. This is Allium Town, and all these pieces are handmade in France. The aluminum the finish is beautiful. The acetates on the temple arms are beautiful. As mentioned, you've got that little bit of spring hinge, so they go on very smooth. This is blue, silver, and dark tortoise, kind of a whiskey dark tortoise there. This is a 54 eye size and a 19 bridge. Really good fit. All of the Allium frames also have adjustable nose pads, which is quite nice. Vis-a-vis the noses are incredibly complicated objects comment that I made earlier, so you can get a good fit on all of them. This one here is Allium Town 2 in a matte gray, brown. And what did they do with this temple arm here? There's a lot going on here.
Blue, browns, caramels.
Yep, and it's sort of woven together. You've got a little crystal in there, so the light hits it just right. But I mean, look at this. I mean, this is just easy, easy. Looks good, looks different. Not too plain Jane. Got some interesting details, but just beautiful, lightweight, well made. And I don't think I talked about this. This aluminum piece, every aluminum front in the Allium collection, I don't know if you can see it here, if I can get the light on it just right, there's these little ridges that they cut right on the inside here, and it allows for us, opticians, frame fitters, to be able to bend these hinges either in this way, out this way, down this way, or up this way. All of those things are very important because you need to get the frame fitted well on your face. So that allows us to be able to manipulate and adjust these frames in ways that will provide the person wearing it with the best fit possible. And that's a lovely little design detail that I asked the creator and the founder with Nadine Roth. Pascal Jolant founded Fossifos 30 years ago. And I asked Pascal about 8 years ago about this series, and he was happy to share all of that design detail work. I think it's one of the most beautiful, well-made aluminum collections that I've ever seen as an optician. Allium.
And if you are wanting a metal, and you're a lady, because I really can't see this on a man, but I mean, it could be, you never know. I think this screams more of a feminine appeal. This is the Nendo 3, and this is, with what I'm wearing today, this is the perfect frame. And it is a multicolor, so you've got a red and a black. They do an acetate temple. This is the same frame in a navy and blush. And you have this beautiful tortoise temple, a little pop of orange down here at the temple tip. They do that very often where they will pair a completely different color. This one has like a little bit of a really deep hot pink. So they are super comfortable. They do have the nose pads. That allows for the frame to sit up higher or down lower, depending on how you need it to fit on the bridge. And they are just super, super comfortable.
Okay, guys, I think that might be all for Fossifos. We don't have any new Transitions tinted lens looks of the week, unless any of you watching haven't yet seen my 0G Rockaway Beach in burnt orange. I'm still trying to decide. Y'all let me know in the comments, what do you think about my tint color, orange to blue? I need a white, give me that white paper or white something. Yeah,
White something.
I love the orange to blue. Look at these tint colors, how good they look in this frame. I have a orange tint fade to a navy blue, and I have a flash blue mirror on the front. So they look incredible in the frame. Jury's still out whether I keep it for myself because I didn't really think that the blue flattered my skin. Some of the comments I've gotten in the comments section were sickly, were any other manner of less than flattering adjectives. Y'all let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think about the tint? I think I'm probably gonna change it. I just haven't decided what to change it to yet. I think my leading thought is gonna be orange to fade, maybe just get rid of the blue, or maybe throw in a little bit of blush, because I have a good sea glass to blush tint, but the blush I know for a fact is more flattering on my skin type. So that's what we're looking at there. I guess since we're looking at it, we might as well look and see who's team gray, who's team brown, because what I did was I put this on a Transitions extra active brown, and you get very strong opinions from some people. Look how good the blue mirror looks.
Oh, now you're a pirate again.
I'm a pirate. It's pirate day. All right, it's headed into the weekend. The brown is my jam. Are you team gray or are you team brown? Or some of you have told me recently you are team graphite green, because there is a third way, right?
Yes.
Some people go the graphite green route. So let's wrap it up there. We're headed into the weekend. I'm gonna not be a pirate for the rest of this video as we close. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, we'd appreciate a like and a share and a subscribe, and it really helps us out here. And we will see you all in the next video. Have a good weekend, everybody.